Back yesterday, one died and 3 were injured when a student opened fire, in a rural Washington high school. Our Christiana Ford takes a look at how Kent State prepares if a similar incident were to occur right here at home.
Yeah, Kate, it's a tragedy what happened in Washington at that local high school. I mean, we talk about ALICE training year after year, but it's still relative, and an aspect of that training was highlighted today.
Where at any time and anyone.
ALICE training: alert, lockdown, inform, counter, evacuate. Mandatory at Kent State for over 3 years now, but today, less than 24 hours after a student was killed by an active shooter in Washington, its importance is again reiterated.
While it is a tragedy that he was killed, I hope that people will remember that the sacrifice that he made and potentially saved many other lives.
Saving lives is the goal, but Officer May says doing it the right way, the ALICE way, is key.
The traditional model was lockdown, and that's only one solution to a problem that can be very versatile. And so if we have a threat on campus, we want students to have options.
Those options include, number one, getting out. Only if you can't get out safely is barricading and lockdown the next step.
Do a lockdown when it's necessary, but build upon that lockdown by barricading doors, moving around in the room rather than hiding under the tables and things.
Now, while the C in ALICE does stand for counter, to counter does not necessarily mean to fight unless you specifically have training in that area.
Fighting takes skill, we don't want a bunch of Conor McGregors running around the classrooms, but rather than using fine techniques, it uses big gross motor skills, and it's just grabbing onto a limb, dragging somebody to the ground and holding them there until, further help can arrive.
But any form of counter takes courage.
A lot of people say they're going to be brave, like, oh, if something ever happens, I'll do it. But I think it's a lot different when you're actually in that situation.
Without it, I would, definitely have no idea what to do, and would definitely be a lot more in panic and everything like that.
Like Officer May said, we don't know when or where these kinds of situations will happen. We also don't know what we'll do, but the importance is having the ALICE knowledge and having those skills to put in your back pocket.